The millionaire's daughter never seen until he saw the new black Maid do the unbelievable. Doctors swore she would never see again. The millionaire's daughter, born into wealth but trapped in darkness, was declared blind before her memories had even begun. Her eyes will never respond, the specialist said. And so she lived hidden behind mansion walls, clutching her teddy bear while her father drowned himself in business and silence. But one spring afternoon something changed. The new maid, a quiet black woman in a crisp uniform, sat with the girl in the garden telling stories. The sun broke through the leaves, striking the child's pale face, and for a fleeting instant the maid saw it. The girl's eyes flinched, a reaction no one thought possible. That night, when the millionaire opened the door, he found the maid kneeling before his daughter with a flashlight in her hand. Victor Harrington was a man who believed money solved everything. He had built an empire in finance, and people whispered his name with respect and envy. But all the marble pillars and golden chandeliers of his estate couldn't hide the emptiness that lingered after his wife's death and his daughter's diagnosis. Lily was 6 years old now with long blonde hair and pale skin, always in soft pink dresses, but her wide blue eyes stared at nothing. When she was 3, she had been tested by specialists across the country. Lights shone into her pupils. Machines clicked in Word. She had cried, fought, turned her face away. Finally, the verdict came. Permanent blindness. Victor stopped trying after that. He threw money at tutors for the blind, special toys, anything that could ease her life. But he buried hope. The staff were told never to press her, never to test her again. She lived quietly, moving from her bedroom to the garden, always clutching her blue teddy bear. The house cycled through nannies and maids. None lasted until Mariah arrived. Mariah was different. Young, sharp-eyed, with a quiet dignity in her black and white uniform. She did her work, but she also noticed things. The way Lily tilted her head toward sounds. The way her fingers trembled when holding a cup. The way her lashes fluttered in sunlight. Unlike the others, Mariah talked to Lily, told her stories in soft tones, described the garden's roses, the color of the sky, and then one afternoon it happened. They were in the garden. The air was warm. The fountain trickled softly. And Mariah sat on the bench telling Lily a story about a bird learning to fly. Lily hugged her bear and tilted her head, listening. And when the bird's wings caught the wind, Mariah said, smiling, he soared higher than he ever dreamed. Just then, a patch of sunlight broke through the branches and fell across Lily's face. To Mariah's shock, the child flinched, her eyes squeezed shut, her chin tilting down as if to escape the brightness. Mariah's breath caught. She reacted. She shouldn't have, but she did. Her heart pounded, but she said nothing, afraid to startle the girl. That night, scrubbing the marble floors, she couldn't stop thinking about it. The doctors had sworn her blindness was final. Yet, in that sunlight, Lily's eyes had responded. It might have been a reflex or wishful thinking, but what if it wasn't? The next day in the garden, Mariah watched closely. Again, when the sunlight shifted, Lily turned her face away, blinking rapidly. Mariah bit her lip. It wasn't coincidence. Still, fear noted at her. She was just a maid. If she spoke up, Victor might fire her for raising false hope. If she tested Lily and failed, she might break the child's fragile trust. So she waited. And instead of acting rashly, she worked on building that trust. Each afternoon she sat with Lily in the garden, describing the world around her. The tulips are red today, she said softly. And the sky is the same color as your dress. Lily tilted her face toward her voice. Red is warm, she asked. Yes, baby, Mariah said, smiling. Warm like the sun on your cheek. Lily would smile faintly then, holding her bear tighter. Day after day, Mariah with threads of trust. She let Lily hold her wrist when she guided her. She never forced touch, never moved too quickly, and slowly the girl's walls began to lower. Finally, one evening, Mariah made her choice. She tucked a small flashlight into her apron and walked into Lily's room. The curtains were drawn. The little girl seated quietly with her bear. Sweetheart, Mariah said gently, gnawing. Can I try something? Just between us, Lily stiffened. Like the doctors? No, Mariah said quickly. Not like them. I won't hurt you. If you don't like it, I'll stop. The girl hesitated. Then slowly she reached out her tiny hand and placed it on Mariah's wrist, a silent signal. I trust you. Mariah's throat tightened. She flicked on the flashlight, guiding the beam softly across Lily's eyes. For a moment, nothing. Then Lily winced, her lashes fluttering, her eyes watering. She whimpered, It burns. Mariah's heart nearly burst. Tears filled her own eyes. Baby girl, you felt that? Do you know what this means? You're not lost. The nerves are still alive. Lily frowned faintly. Alive? Yes, Mariah whispered, her voice trembling. It means the world isn't gone forever. There's still hope. And just then the door creaked open. Victor stepped into the room, his briefcase in hand. He froze. His daughter sat calmly in her chair, allowing the maid to shine a flashlight into her eyes, something she had never allowed anyone else to do. What is this? He demanded, his voice sharp. Mariah turned, flashlight still trembling in her hand. I saw her react to sunlight. I had to test her. Victor's eyes blazed. Doctors tested her for years. She can't see. She hated them. Mariah shot back. She doesn't hate me. And she just reacted. Look. Victor's gaze snapped to Lily. Her eyes watered. Her face tilted away from the beam. Papa, Lily whispered, clutching her bear. It hurts. Victor's chest clenched. It was the first time she had spoken to him in weeks. Mariah's voice was fierce. Sir, this isn't despair. This is hope. The doctor said never, but they were wrong. She responds to light. Victor's breath came fast, uneven. Are you saying she could see again? I'm saying there's a chance, Mariah said. Maybe not perfectly. Maybe not tomorrow, but there's a chance, and she needs someone who won't give. Up. Victor dropped his briefcase. His knees buckled as he sank beside his daughter's chair. Lily, he whispered, voice breaking. I should have seen you. I should have fought for you. Her small hand reached for him, brushing his cheek. For the first time since her mother's death, she touched him willingly. His tears fell onto her tiny fingers. Mariah's hand trembled with the flashlight. She had crossed every line of her station, but she had also given this broken father a miracle. Sir, she whispered, let me go with you. She trusts me. She'll only allow me near her eyes. Victor looked up, tears streaming, and nodded. Then you will never leave her side again. That very night, they drove into the city together. Victor, Lily, and Mariah. At the clinic, Lily clung to Mariah's hand, refusing to let go. With Mariah's calm voice guiding her, she allowed the specialists to examine her eyes. For the first time, doctors confirmed what Mariah had discovered. Lily's blindness was not complete. Her optic nerves were still alive. With treatment, there was hope. Victor sat in the sterile waiting room, his head in his hands, sobbing quietly. He had built an empire, yet it took a maid with compassion and courage to give him back what he thought was gone forever. Hope for his daughter. When they returned home, he stopped Mariah in the grand hallway. You weren't hired to save lives, he said, voice trembling. But you saved mine. You gave me back my little girl. Mariah lowered her eyes humbly. I only saw what anyone should have. No, Victor said firmly. You saw what I refused to see. From that day, the mansion changed. Curtains stayed open. Sunlight filled the halls. Victor spent evenings at his daughter's side, mornings in the garden. And always Mariah was there guiding, encouraging, believing. The world had told them never. But because of one maid's unbelievable act, Lily had a chance at someday. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more emotional, dramatic, and unexpected tells. And let us know in the comments where in the world are you watching from. We love hearing from all of you. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep watching.